Hello, good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Okay, welcome today's session. Okay, last time we looked at the mid-module assessment, and we managed to look at how you are progressing um, in terms of system implementation, together with the documentation, related documentation. So today is going to be a continued assessment in terms of how you are progressing. And just to share with you what we are going to look at, let me share this. So basically, last time we were looking at the mid-module assessment. And here we are looking at whether you had the signed off TOR, the project plan, the practitioner statement, detailed system solution design, whether you have completed your application, which is not yet there, which will be the last, when we are doing the last assessment, whether you have a design of your evaluation, whether you have completed the evaluation of your solution with the client, and whether your e-portfolio is up to date. So basically, these are the things that will be guiding us because we need to be sure that by the time you are finished with your product development, then all this uh, will be checked, will be a tick. So this is what you need to look at in terms of how you are developing your product. If it is outside this, then it's a problem. There's a problem somewhere if by the time we are through and we can't tick these. So this is what will guide us. If you're doing your development, please make sure that these things are there and you're progressing well with them. So yeah, something that is also a bit of worry is that I've only signed a few, which means if you are not assessed, it translates to you having not done. Um, it means you will not be able to get marks for progress because I've only signed a few for mid module assessment. That is client record client record sheet 2. Yeah, so this is also very worrying. In fact,
For
some.
me, I was gonna just upload it into my e-portfolio, or do you want to email it to?
Yeah, because we agreed that you need to send the template with looking at what you had done based on this checklist.
Yeah. Yeah, I filled it in, but I thought it was just had to go in the e-portfolio, but I can email it to you.
Okay. All right, James.
Which is better? Email it?
Yeah, email. Yeah, that's what we agreed.
Oh,
Whatever you
okay.
do, yeah, we just email it, and please let's use the same thread. Let's not create different threads when we are submitting. So that one enables me to track if I've missed something or there's something you'd sent and I've not looked at it.
Okay.
Please use the same email thread.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send it now.
All right. Muhammad, I see you've raised your hand. You maybe have something to say.
Yes, good evening, sir. So what I wanted to say is now when I go to upload the second contact sheet in the e-portfolio,
Right.
yeah. So it when I go to the e-portfolio client contact record sheet,
Yes.
so I don't know, am I able to, I can't upload both of them in one page. So I've created two pages. So I don't know if that's okay.
Yeah, the first one should be under requirements.
It is under e-portfolio and
Yes.
then the client contact record sheet.
Yes.
But then in the client record sheet, there are two different pages, which now shows the first client contact and then the second client contact. Because I think so uploading two, I get a counter, there's a conflict. I don't know if so yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I don't know, sir, if you can access my e-portfolio and then maybe I can explain what I'm trying to say.
All right. Let me just try to access yours. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So you've stopped sharing.
Okay, let me stop sharing.
So can you see it?
Okay. Just a minute. Okay, what you can do, please try to share it. Let me give you,
I share my link or what?
no. I don't know if you're okay with sharing your e-portfolio, but you can block the link, the URL.
Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, sir. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yeah, so what is happening is that the first client contact sheet comes under requirement specification. Then the second one would come under mid. Okay, it will come under, let me just confirm from this side. I'm just trying to log in from my side. I was logged out, so I'm trying to retrieve my logins. Let's see. Okay, here it is. Just log in. Okay, I'm right there. Had been okay, so I'm seeing 12. Now your e-portfolio are up to date. So when I just confirm the one for, that's Muhammad.
Yes.
Yeah, so the first client contact sheet should be now. Is it, I think client contact sheets should be after planning documentation. Then you can add
So it
as
is.
many.
So it is after planning documentation.
Yes. So
Okay.
already I'm seeing the first, the client contact sheet 1. Now you need to add, like once you go to that page, Then you add another document,
The
another
second one.
file.
The second one.
The second one, yes.
So can you see the second one? I've uploaded it.
No, I can see the second one. I'm only seeing the first one.
How is that possible?
Okay, I'm seeing. All right. I think there is a problem somewhere. The way you linked them.
1 minute. How have I linked?
No, you need to upload it as a file, not as you've created a section, right?
Yeah, that's what I was asking, because when I go to upload it, the first one disappears and the second one is there. So I don't know.
Okay, let me just confirm. There are some who had managed to upload both of them. Let me just see.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Hamad,
Oh.
I've seen some have managed to upload client contact sheet 1 and client contact sheet 2.
Oh.
So it's possible. It's possible.
Okay, sorry, what's the difference? I thought, so we have to copy the mid-module assessment
Right?
into the client contact sheet, or it's a separate mid-module self-assessment?
No. You don't need to create. You don't need to create a different section. What you do is under the template, you remember you have a section called client contact record sheets.
Yeah.
So under that section, you'll upload client contact sheet 1, client contact sheet 2, and client contact sheet 3. That will be the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Sahil has really done it well, even in terms of naming. He's consistent.
So can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Sahil, I can see.
No, can you see my, have you received the second contact sheet?
Okay, let me just confirm.
So in the second contact sheet, we removed the progress and feedback and actions.
Yes.
And we just didn't add in the mid-module feedback template.
No. You don't add mid-module. What you do is you just add under client contact record sheets. That section, you just add client contact sheet 2. Client record client contact sheet 2.
There's no need to create another different section under it.
No. You don't need to create a different section.
It's kind of, can I?
Yeah, so I can see. Okay, Muhammad, what I'm seeing is 1 and 2. And that one, I think they need to be 2 separate documents.
Huh?
2 separate documents.
And the individual documents.
Right.
What is individual? What have I merged?
No, you don't merge. Don't merge.
No. What documents of mine are merged that you're telling me to separate? What do I need to separate?
All right. I see the record, the contact record sheets. I'm seeing you have 2 and 1. I don't know if the naming is what. If you look at the naming.
Oh.
Yeah. Would you allow me to share? So I tell you.
Naming. It did automatic naming.
Oh, it did automatic naming, which means
yeah,
there was one that is already having that name. Oh. I think for consistency, just give it client contact record, client contact record sheet 1. Then you just separate the names with hyphen .pdf.
Okay, let me see something.
Yeah, I liked the way Sahil had done. Let me see.
How do I delete section I've created, sir?
Okay, let me just share this with okay, you can see this one, Sahil client contact sheet 1, Sahil client contact sheet 2. So they are separate, you see. This is what somehow I'm talking about. So I believe whatever I had sent, you just convert it to PDF and it should just work.
But I'm still confused as the contents because
Yes.
the client contact record sheet, I'll
Yeah.
show you mine. I'll show you
Yeah.
mine.
Uh-huh.
1 second. So this is contact record sheet 2. I've removed the stuff that I put from week 1, from the first time, yeah? Do we copy, so this is mid-module assessment, yeah? Do we copy all this
Yeah.
into this document and just have it underneath here where this would be?
Right. That's
And then you
correct.
sign it.
Yeah, that's
So I
correct.
thought
And
So we don't have to create another one of these for week 2 as well as the mid-module assessment. The mid-module assessment is the client contact record sheet 2.
yeah. Remember, I gave a template. I shared it with I think I
Yeah, I had
put it on
to,
the chat. It's the
I
same.
had to,
It's the
it's the
same.
same one, but I had to reformat it because these checkboxes weren't working.
Right. Yeah,
So
that's
if I
fine.
remove,
So what we agreed is that you just include what you had done. Remember, I had when I went through your work last time, we had agreed on what you had, the milestone that you had achieved. So basically,
yeah,
those are the things that you need to put there. You don't need to like tick or mark X. You just include what you had done. So if you have a signed off term TOR, then that is 1. If you have a project plan in place, that's 2. If you had a broad understanding of method or approach to be adopted, 3.
yeah.
Detailed system stroke solution design, 4. Then nobody had completed the implementation, so that one should not be there.
So
Then,
you just want these removed fully.
sure, that should be removed. Then we agreed that e-portfolio evidence up to date, because as per your progress, all were documented on your e-portfolio. Yeah, so we agreed that those 5, that is, if you had completed that, becomes
Can I remove this bit?
yeah, sure. So you need to remove that.
So this is all that's left.
Yeah, that's only
So
what
then
you
you would
need to
send,
send
I would
me.
send that.
So I was to add the observation and the action to be taken.
So that's you. Okay.
Yeah, so all that should be checked out.
Okay.
Right.
Can I remove the status bit?
Yeah, that is just for guidance. Yes.
So it should just be this for week 2, for the
Right.
contact sheet 2. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Yeah, I see Zainab has shared the sample sheet. Those who are not, who have not managed to get the template, had shared the template which you can work with. Yeah, so basically today I want to I want us just to go to the second level of evaluation. And today we are not just going to check whether you have a project schedule or a practitioner statement, but we'll go deeper into the meaning. Are they coherent? Are they in sync with your development? Yeah, so that's basically what we want to do today, and ensure whether you're on the right track. So what I would propose is that just the same way we did last time, you'll just pick a number so that I move using that queue. So we can say who comes number one, so that I go and check. Number two in that order.
Sorry, sir. So
Right.
could you confirm now if you have seen both of them? Both the client.
Yeah, let me confirm. Let me confirm this side. Well, I'm seeing only two. So I think one, it means you've not uploaded the first one, or it was removed.
So what is it saying? 1.1?
No, it shows two. Client contact record sheet 2. So one is missing.
Sahil, could you help me out?
Sahil, are you there? I think even Zainab had done the same.
Zainab, could you help me out then?
So basically, you just go to your canvas, okay?
Yeah.
And then edit this page.
Edit this page.
And then you will see where you can upload first file, right? It says image/file upload.
Yeah.
Now on your right hand side, click on that image or file upload link.
Okay.
Okay, once you do that, you will get another box where you can upload a different file.
Oh, okay. So thank you.
Welcome.
Zainab, I don't know if you are, if you can share your screen just to demo. So that those who are stuck can get some help. Yeah, so Muhammad, I think you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so down there, you don't edit the current one. The current one holds. Then you come and upload a new file, I believe.
Sorry, I was in mute.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, once you click on that, and then you will be, yeah, so this page will show up. So this was for your first client record sheet. Once you click on file/upload, you will get the second one, whereby you can just choose your file and then upload it.
So thank you.
All right. So I believe thank you, Zainab. So you can see that if you had uploaded 2 or 3, then you'll now pick the fourth one. If you had uploaded 2, then you pick the third one. So you don't edit first or second. You just edit the third one where you upload a new file, and it should be fine. Should now upload the new file. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick some numbers.
Excuse me, let me ask, we're picking numbers to discuss what exactly?
Okay, what is going to happen? Let me just share this. Let me share the screen, what we are going to look at today. Yeah, so basically today, we want to look at progress. So in this aspect of progress, we want to look at especially the three aspects: the project schedule, the practitioner statement, and the implementation. So once you pick a number, then I'll just try to go through these three things and just check whether whatever you have uploaded there, right? As much as it is there, is it the right thing? Remember last time we are not going to details, checking even in terms of the timelines, whether they are coherent. And that's
Okay,
what
understand.
basically we are going to do today.
Understand. Let me volunteer to be the first one to be bashed again.
Right, thank you, Paul. All right, so let's populate the list. I have 2. All right, 3. So the list is growing. Thank you. Sahil. Okay, thank you, Zainab. All right, Kush. All right, Muhammad Usman. Okay, so we have Naval, there's Kome, and there's the Shield. Yeah, so this is good. I want us all to take, because I can see Daniel, you have not picked. Moses, Sahil, Sheikh. I don't know if you picked. Kavit. Please, Kavit, put it in the same list so that at least we can keep track. Just copy the previous list and add the share. Or Daniel can do it. Daniel, just add everybody up to number 11. Please. Yeah, and this is very encouraging. Yeah, having come on board. I think that is encouraging. So Daniel, please just add everybody. Okay, Sahil, I think you've just done it. That's great. That's great. That's great. Oh, Daniel has added, although now the list for Sahil Sheikh is, I think, is more comprehensive. I haven't seen Diego. Okay, Moses, thank you. All right, now this is what we are going to do. Based on that, I'm just going to give you opportunity just to explain to us, as I will be accessing your documents in the background, but I would want you to explain to me how you have done your project schedule. You can share if it's okay. It's good to share, just to share how your project schedule is, and just briefly explain, and the practitioner statement, and how you are doing the implementation. What are the programming toolkits that you have developed or you have adopted? So only these three, these are the things that we are going to talk about. So I'm just going to give you around 5 to 7 minutes. Then you can ask questions based on this. Remember the question that you asked me in terms of the 12 weeks, how do you account for the other days that are not within the 12-week timeline? So I've not received a feedback yet from the module leader. So for now, there's no harm in terms of what you include, whether you are including the requirement analysis phase. There's no harm in that. So don't worry about that. Once we get the clarification, then I will be able to adjust it accordingly. But you should not worry, because all these documents are working documents that they are living documents, which means they keep on changing. So whatever you write today is not the final thing that you'll submit. So don't bog yourself so much in terms of even the number of weeks to include, whether you need to include the weeks for doing the requirements analysis, let it not bother you um, very much. Let's just focus on whether you are doing the right thing, and you are documenting whatever you are doing right. So without much further ado, for those who've not picked the number, Maurice, I can see you there, and Diego, please pick the numbers, because whatever um, whatever made you stuck, now we can unstuck it, and that's why we are here. So in the next, because we are around 15, if I work with 15 and you're given, say, if you're given, say, 7 minutes, so that one is how many minutes? Let's see. So if I work with 15 times 7 minutes, so that is that's almost 2 hours. Yeah, it's almost 2 hours, 6, 8. Yeah, so there's no problem. I'll give you 5 minutes, so that with 5 minutes, you're able to explain these 3 things, as I also check on the background. So I think we'll start with, let me start with Paul, just to tell us how you've done your project scheduling, how you've done your practitioner statement, and how the kind of toolkit that you've adopted in terms of implementation, and also tell us the stage of implementation. Yeah, so the ball is on your court.
Can I share my screen?
No problem. You are allowed to share screen. So let me just stop this. But everybody, you can just write this down. Or if you're already okay with it, then there's no problem. But I'm going now to stop sharing. So even those who have sent, don't worry. Just share even whatever you've sent to me, because I'm going to work on it and send it back to you. Okay, so this is Paul. Paul, please go ahead.
Okay, so this is basically an overview of my project schedule. So I did a Gantt chart on this, and then which I then transformed to a Word document based on the template that we had. And what I have here on this side are basically the estimated dates. And then now, as I complete a task, I go and populate these 2 columns. Basically, split my document to cater for the system design section and then system development, which is split into 2 main sections: the basically system admin modules and then public modules. Finishing off with the testing, but each of the sections also has testing. And then there's an overall testing here at the bottom with iterations and fixes allowed for this, inclusive of user acceptance testing, and finishing off with the project user manual and deployment. And then on this other side are basically the deliverables that are expected from each of these schedules. My my practitioner statement is basically talking about why I chose the technology I did and how I intend to implement it. So here I'm talking about the different development technologies and what I opted for, and picking why I picked waterfall and some agile methodologies involved. And now here I describe the specific technologies that I'm using, inclusive of Bootstrap, jQuery, Laravel, and PHP. And then now I basically give my stories here, and today I've added these two paragraphs. So basically, my tribulations in the last few days on basically on what Bootstrap has shown me. So as I progress on, I'm including more content here. Then another document I've done is a SRS document. So basically this one was the expanded requirements document. So this is basically more technical, and it's now extrapolating the modules into more details, specifying what is to be captured. I did some wireframe of the main page, and then the different modules, do some separate wireframes for them. And then basically just a system architecture on how the whole setup, how the whole system is talking to each other. I did the data dictionaries at this point. And here basically talking about how external, how different interfaces connect with each other. And the functional requirement, other non-functional requirements. And then here I've done my ERT document. This is represented in this database. It's running on a MariaDB. So basically, so far, these are my tables. You can see some of the content here. How the system looks like, what I've done so far. So this is basically the landing page. As a login, okay, the design is still a work in progress, but what I decided is first of all to focus on the development, and then I'm going to work on some of the design aspects. So here I have some placeholders. What I intend to do here is to put some news articles in each of these sections. This will be a table showing the latest results, and then based on my document, I can't remember exactly what I'm putting here, but there's also, these are placeholder for some content. This is what the users will see, but if you're an admin, you basically get to see this module. Now in here is where I am working on the admin backend. So for instance, I have categorization of events. So this would probably be like medal ceremonies, basically different types of events taking place. And then I have also done the events side of things. So basically looking like that, and how this is intended to look like is basically some details about the event, the dates, and then if I'm gonna have some uploads, that's where they're gonna come up. The content in this section is going to be displayed in this particular module. Likewise, with the news and the games profiles, like the game results, that is what will come in here. The news is going to be captured from this section and it gets displayed here. So basically, everything falls in a place like that. I believe that's pretty much it.
Wow, that's a very good presentation. And from what I've seen, I think you've done quite a lot, and that is very commendable. So what I've realized is that your practitioner statement is actually reflecting your project schedule. So that is also very nice. That's very good. And you have also explained the toolkit. Basically, you're using Laravel PHP framework, which is pretty nice. jQuery framework also. So that's very, very nice. And MariaDB as your backend database. Yeah, so that's good. Paul, um, unless you have, what are the challenges that um, you may be facing in terms of the development?
Mostly it's just about the design and placement of different elements, and also working with making the site more responsive. This is because I have some, I'm using some code I've used elsewhere for the CSS basically. So it's that one was running on Bootstrap 3, and I had wanted to use this using the latest technology, so it's inclusive of the latest Bootstrap version, latest jQuery, and so on. But then there's some elements are not falling in place the way I would have wanted them to fall in place, but that usually takes a while to implement. So I decided to stop wasting time on them that much and just focus on the functionality first, and then handle the design. Clean up the design later.
All right. That's very good. That's commendable. So just continue. If you have any issue, you can always reach me. But that's good progress. All right. Then now, let me hear from James.
Yeah, let me just share my screen. So what I showed you last week, so what I've done is copy the schedule that I created here. So that's schedule and the Gantt chart like you wanted. But so I put them in this one because I thought that you might want this one as well. Because I need to query about the working schedule. I don't know how you show that, and you didn't confirm the start dates that we needed. Anyway, so practitioner statement I've been doing, I sent that to you today. So just adding in the methodology and trying to create some diagrams for it. But that's still in progress. I've got my database working, but I can't show it because I'm on my laptop. So that's working, and I'm just working on the connection for the form. So there's this form I've added to this one with extra fields, but I've just been working on getting this working with the database. I've got the login working for the admin, so I need to then create the admin pages, and then also extra pages for the website, which I'm going to do once I've done this form. But otherwise, just doing the database and some other things has taken up most of my time. So I don't know what else you want to know. It's basically I need to know the start dates and whether this schedule is okay based on the time allowed, and whether it's got enough details.
Okay, James, thank you for that. I believe the progress is good, and I've seen the schedule, the planning, and the practitioner. On the practitioner statement, however, you should not use any diagram.
It says to.
Yes. So and also try to tie it to the project plan, such that if you pick a certain methodology, then try to explain it in terms of the project plan. Like you can talk of
See that? Use of diagrams is strongly recommended. So that's why I was doing it.
okay, then just but in diagram must include your own.
Yeah, I made that one.
High quality.
That's why it was taking me this afternoon to make that and decide what to do.
Okay, so that's a diagram that you've drawn by yourself, or if we do a search on the internet, we can get such a diagram?
Only if I upload it somewhere. No, so I went off of I chose the Agile methodology, So then I just did some research on that, and obviously if you search for diagrams of methodology, they're all fairly similar.
Yeah.
So I just decided to try and recreate that because it was the most logical way to do it.
All right.
So it's mine.
Okay.
That's why it's not very good.
All right. Okay. That's good. That's good. Then what kind of toolkits are you working with?
PHP, Oracle database, so HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, some JavaScript, but that's part of it's all in my requirements.
Okay. Are you using any framework if it is PHP?
What do you mean by framework?
Well, are you writing PHP code from scratch, or you have?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I mean,
right.
there are some things where, if you go online and they give you an example for creating a form or something like that, maybe I'll just use that and then edit from that based on what I need. But I mean, I did web system last term, so I'm reusing some of the code that I made for that, for things like login and retrieving data, stuff like that.
All right. That's great. That's great. Good to hear that, James.
Well, it's just trying to save me time to do it.
All right,
Okay.
right. In terms of the interface, are you using a jQuery prototype, or
It's so it uses
Angular JS or something?
it's using Bootstrap.
Oh, all right.
So Bootstrap uses various. So I think that uses jQuery. It calls jQuery as the script.
All right.
So it just styles the page based on the classes you add and the things like divs and cards and all that stuff.
Okay.
So it's just to make life a bit simpler, to get it looking and laid out properly.
All right. All right. So in terms of dates, tentatively you can work with the dates that from the second week. Remember, we started our first week. We were just understanding the assignment. So you can start with the second week.
That's the 9th of the Monday the 8th or Tuesday the 9th? Monday the 8th?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
When we had the second class, that is.
Okay.
So we can work with that. I'm yet to get clarification from Gary. I think it's because of the lockdown, maybe they don't have access to email. I just got an email that he's still away, I think because of the lockdown. But I know he will be able to respond. But just work with those dates, because I'll also share with him before he starts the assessment. I will share with him certain nitty-gritties that he should take into consideration when it comes to final assessment. So that one should not worry you. Just tentatively work with the second week as the start date, and let's see it up to as we progress.
Okay, I'll update the schedule and send it to you then.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, James, for that elaborate presentation. Now let's go to Sahil.
Good evening, sir. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's loading. Yeah, there you are.
Okay, is it?
Yes.
Can you see it, sir?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
We can.
So I have the schedule done, but not so of course, need to do corrections and all that. I just added the end dates of the client meetings which were already done,
Yes.
and also for the wireframes and ERD and that I have done.
All right.
For system productions, of course, I haven't finished, but I've just kept the dates so I can stay in track. Of course, the dates are not correct, but it's just for me to keep in track.
Okay. So your first
Practitioner
your
statement, yes.
so your first task. Okay. Um, what is guiding your activities? Which methodology are you using to determine your activities?
Scrum.
Okay. On the practitioner statement.
Yes.
All
In
right.
the practitioner statement, I've just done a small intro about myself
Yes.
and then talked about the requirements
Yes.
and sign off and which tools I've used, and also talked about which methodology I've chosen, sorry.
All right.
And design, I've just mentioned what I've done, such as ERD, normalization, wireframes.
All right.
And then I've done a small, uh, like it's my homepage. Of course, I've not finished. I still have a lot to do, but
Yes.
this is what I have for now.
All right.
And the links don't work yet because like I've not done that page, those pages yet.
Okay.
But it's something that's working for now. But yet I have a lot of corrections to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So I think that's good progress to Sahil. So what challenge? Okay, first of all, the toolkit. Which kind of toolkits are you using?
I'm using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, PHP.
Okay. Are you using any framework or
Sorry.
PHP? Are you using any framework? What is the DB? What is your DB?
I'm using PHP, my admin.
So what? Okay, what is your database? What is which database backend are you working with?
I think I'm confused just a bit.
Yes.
Sir, the PHP by admin is like Oracle. They are similar.
PHP admin
That's
actually
which-
connects to MySQL.
Yeah, PHP, my admin is MySQL.
So MySQL.
Oh, that was Kush. Oh, Kush. I've had Kush and Zainab. Or you're trying to help Sahil in determining those tools. All right.
Yeah.
It's like similar to MySQL and MariaDB, but more of SQL. MySQL, sorry.
Okay, that's right. Because if you have PHP admin, either you've installed it using XAMPP or LAMP, depending on the platform that you're using.
I've used XAMPP.
Yeah. So XAMPP, remember, these are the things you are stating in your requirements specification document. So they are now coming to live. They're coming to being used. So you know that XAMPP is a stack. That's why we were talking of being a stack. So once you say XAMPP, then you don't start talking about MySQL database or PHP or things like that. Yeah, so I think you've been yeah, you've been advised, I think, by James, by Zainab, by Kush, that provided you have PHP admin, then the database, of course, must be MySQL. And yeah, you should be in a position to explain that, so that you're not, they don't ask you, okay, now you have this, then now you are talking about a different DB. So that one may not make sense as such, but I think you are on the right track too. So in terms of challenges, are you facing any challenges?
Yeah, I faced a challenge.
Yes.
The new CSS and Bootstrap version were working differently compared to what I wanted. So I'm using the older version than the newer one.
Yeah, especially Bootstrap 3. Yeah, if you migrate to Bootstrap 4, then you find that they are not compatible, and you have to like you have to redo some things that you've done in CSS Bootstrap 3. Yeah, so those are now things that will form your personal reflection. So you need just to document them, and be in a position to tell us um, how you've learned, basically. Yeah. So right now, remember, this unit is not just about writing the code, but it's about the whole process in terms of looking at it in a wholesome way, in a 360-degree view, and that's how you need to look at it. Yes. So that's good progress too, to you, Sahel. So let's go to Zainab.
Hello, sir. So let me share my screen. So this is my schedule, where it also states the methodology used for here, and then the task, estimated task was I started from 2nd February, and then design, and here shows the actual start date and the daily variable.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the moment I'm in the coding phase, but I haven't written the actual start date and the end date. I've just done till the design.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
I'll just go to. So this is my. Can you see my screen?
I
So this is my practitioner statement. It
Okay,
shows
there we are. Yeah, please go ahead. You can see.
used. It says every tool used, and it also states the methodology stages.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe it is replicating the project plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And also check
for the
on the number of
sorry?
subheadings that you need to have in a practitioner statement, but those one will dig out later. Now when you polish it for the final documents, but I think the progress is okay. You have seen the methodology that you've adopted, and I've seen how you're working with it to generate, to develop your product.
Yes, and then for the coding part, I've just reached where I showed you right last week. I've done the logging part and the homepage, that's all.
Okay, can we just see, probably?
Actually, I'm unable to do it. I don't know why. I think it's because of the XAMPP issue. So I think I'll have to reinstall it again.
All right. So in terms of the toolkit,
Sorry?
which kind of toolkits are you working with?
Okay, so I am using HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, PHP, and JavaScript.
Right. So are you working with any framework in terms of the PHP? In terms of PHP, are you using any PHP framework?
I'm using PHP MyAdmin and then MySQL database.
Okay. So basically, you are not using any PHP framework.
No.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zainab. So you have the XAMPP stack.
Yeah.
It's the same as Sahil. So the XAMPP stack, that is what, plus Bootstrap. So those are the toolkits that you're working with.
Yes.
Okay. Any challenge or any query?
Till yet, it's regarding the XAMPP that I have to reinstall it again. And also I had issue with Bootstrap.
Yeah.
I was just unable to display at first the header, but then I managed to do it later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is doing a clean installation of XAMPP.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Zainab. I believe that is also good progress. So next we have Kush.
Hi. So I hope you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can. I'm able to see.
Okay, so this is my schedule.
Yes.
I've basically plotted in everything that has to be done, the hours and the estimated date. For the actual start date and end date, I've just done it up to where I've reached.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me share the practitioner statement.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the practitioner statement. The methodology I chose was the iterative methodology. I've given like a description on it and the steps. And what I've used is PHP, HTML, SQL, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. But for frameworks, I'm not yet sure. But as I continue with, like, once I start the development and I continue, I will get a better idea.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I've used MySQL as the database.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about that Oracle? Something to do with the Oracle?
Sir, I still have to remove this. I'm not going to be using Oracle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you talk of XAMPP and PitchMe admin, now there's a problem, I believe.
Say you need a XAMPP to use PHP MyAdmin.
So, okay, PHP admin is just a toolkit within XAMPP.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can put it into brackets, Apache, the acronym XAMPP. We have Windows, Apache, MySQL, PHP, and Perl. So PHP admin is just a PHP application to manage MySQL database.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in terms of having this document, you need to tell us what is XAMPP. Yeah, just give us a brief what it entails. Why? What is the idea of coming up with XAMPP toolkits such as XAMPP? And what does it do? How does it help in developing your product? So basically, you need to tell us about that. Even others who use XAMPP, please just give your own interpretation
Yes, sir.
of what that XAMPP is. Okay, so thank you, Kush. In terms of, okay, let's now go to your system in terms of implementation. Let's go and see.
Sir, I've not started implementation yet.
Hey, that's a red flag. Right now, we should be having, in fact, we should be almost past the mid period or the mid session of our implementation. So Kush, that one I see you, that is somehow a red flag, and you need to really do something about it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so please, before the next class, just update me that you have done something, and you can even send me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please make sure you send me a screenshot of the system that you've developed. So this week, before the week ends, please ensure. Otherwise, we'll be putting you under the red zone. So please do that. Yeah, just try to do that so that at least we move in a good pace.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And in terms of, you said you're going to use XAMPP. Also, you've explained. Right. Okay. Okay. So that is Kush. Thank you for the presentation. Let's go to Usman Mohammed.
Yeah, good evening, sir. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so in terms of my project schedule, let me share my screen. 1 minute. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes, I can see your screen.
So I have this the scheduled tasks inputted and everything. Now I also have this other document which I was working on where I broke it down in terms of the deliverable set of tasks and the amount of effort I was to put in. So I just need to put that from that document, bring it into my project schedule so that it can reflect the deliverables. I managed to bring in the tasks and all that. Then in terms of my practitioner statement, I'll be using the iterative methodology. So this still working on my document where planning, analysis, the implementation, the testing, and why I'm using the iterative methodology. Then in terms of implementation, I'm still I want to connect my site with the database using XAMPP. So I'm still figuring that out and we'll connect it. Yeah.
Okay. In terms of the project plan, it seems it is not complete. Maybe you can tell us why. Have you realized it's not complete?
The project plan, yeah, that is because what I was doing, the project plan and the project schedule,
Yes.
I'm just bringing in the stuff from allocating the timing and all. So what I did is I created two documents, one the project schedule and the project plan. So the project plan is where now I broke down the tasks in and I was breaking down the tasks. Project schedule is now where I created another document where to now allocate the hours and the timing and the actual days and time. So I just need to transfer the details from the project plan to the project schedule.
Okay. All right, because for now you need to be in the design. I don't know. Okay, can you just project again the project schedule? Okay, now your first task is setting up of e-portfolio. Then you talk of e-portfolio to be 200 hours. Then okay, now I don't think if we need to, you need to have such kind of activity because probably you could talk of final submission. Then when you are talking of the methodology needs to guide the activities or the tasks and also guide the quantification of these activities. And also, and of course, the arrangement or the way they are arranged. Yeah, so that one needs to come out. And whatever you have done, you need to tell us the actual date when it was done, because you know, you may forget. You may forget. Basically, you may forget when you are able to achieve something. Then you also need to have the deliverables, so that when it reaches that time, you strive very hard to have that output. Remember, deliverable is something that can be seen. It is something that you can hand over to a client to say, the task that you gave me is over, and this is the confirmation that the task is over. So I think Usman, you need to probably fill in those details, even if they are not complete. Remember, they are working document, but they need to be complete as per the stage of your development.
Yeah. So the thing is, that's the deliverables.
Yes.
They're in the. I created 2 documents, so the deliverables are there. So I just need to bring the deliverables from there and put it into the schedule.
Okay. Can you
Yeah.
probably can share with us the deliverables in the separate
Yes.
document? Okay. All right.
Can you see?
Aha. Okay. Aha. Yeah. So this one, that column of deliverables should copy it and put it on the project plan document. So this is very good. This is good. This is good. So what you need to do is just to integrate them so that they appear on the project plan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's great. And then, of course, you've shared the practitioner statement, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the implementation? The coding
The implementation is, yeah, it's still the same from what I showed yesterday, last week, and I just need to now work on putting in the correcting the database and then taking it from there.
Can you just show us again? We might have forgotten.
Yeah. So can you see my screen?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's a very basic kind of thing. So you just need to now integrate and fill in some data as according to how I want it to be.
Although we are just seeing the Google search, I don't know if that is what we need to see.
No, sir. You can't see this.
Yeah, there you are. At least we are seeing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what I just need to integrate the database and start populating to the information then and making the links work.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Usman. So again, you also need to move with speed in terms of the implementation, because time is moving very fast. So this week, I would encourage you that you put in more and more effort towards the implementation, because you've known the product you're looking for, you have a schedule in place, and you have a toolkit. So you are also using XAMPP plus Bootstrap. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Then let's go to Naval. Naval, if you're there, please come on board.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
So this is my schedule of tasks, and I haven't yet completed the last 3 because I've not yet reached that stage. So I don't know how long, like the estimated date, like the actual date and actual end date will be. I don't know the dates, so I haven't yet filled them. And then I have, after that is my practitioner statement. I've talked about what is an SDLC. The method I've used is waterfall method. The tools I've used is XAMPP, Notepad, and Google Chrome browser. And the languages I've used is PHP, HTML, and CSS languages. And I have yet to complete the planning documentation. So far, I've done like a half a page for the practitioner statement.
Okay.
Yes, so I have to do the direct reference of the what do you call this schedule onto the practitioner statement. I have to do that. And you were saying something, sir?
Yeah, on the practitioner statement,
Yeah.
you don't need to define what is an SDLC, what is a waterfall model. You need just to tell us which one are you working with, or which one have you adopted.
Okay.
Once you tell us the one that you've adopted, then you can you can explain to us in the background. You can have some, you can brag about this methodology over other methodologies that are available there.
Okay.
And that's what we want. But don't tell us, because already we know what SDLC is, we know what waterfall model is. So you need to brag about the methodology that you have chosen, and tell us how it is superior. Over other software development models or software SDLCs, other SDLCs.
Okay.
Yes.
And then after that, I've done the design.
Okay.
For the administrator, like they can put their own details.
Yes.
They can log in, and then they have a dashboard with the navigation. So this is their dashboard.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. Naval? We can't hear you. I don't know if it is my gadget that is misbehaving. Naval, can you hear us? It seems we've lost Naval. I think we'll come back. Are you there?
Sorry, my internet got cut. My Wi-Fi went down.
Okay. Sorry for that.
Yes. So you were saying? I was saying, like, I'm done with that now.
Okay, so I'll just ask you, well, which kind of toolkits are you using?
Notepad++.
Yes.
And then a XAMPP.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, with the Apache. It has Apache and MySQL.
Okay.
Yeah. And also the Google Chrome browser to view the page.
Okay. What is the major challenge that you are facing?
The coding is difficult.
The coding being difficult.
Yes.
Okay. So because I've seen you've in terms of the back end, you've already connected. You already have backend because you users can log in. So I think you are a step ahead. You don't need to worry as such. Were you the one who wrote the backend for logging in completely, or are you
Okay.
using any framework?
What do you mean by framework?
Are you using any PHP framework?
Yeah, I'm using PHP and my HTML and CSS.
Okay. All right. Maybe when I talk about framework, maybe you not be in a position, you may not understand, but basically, I'll give a brief description about that. There's no problem.
Okay.
For those who may not be aware of such. But I think you've progressed well. You're able to connect to your database, right?
Thank you, sir.
You're able to connect to your database.
Not yet.
No, but
I have to go.
But I've seen people are able to log in, or the login
Yeah, I have to.
function yet.
The login function has another page connected to it. I have to. I don't know. I'd have to do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Naval, for that presentation.
Sure.
Okay. So allow me to go to next is Kome.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, so let me share screen. So I've been able to finish up my wireframe, and I put that on the canvas. Also, I've been reading on been trying to use the tools for XAMPP, PHP, HTML, and CSS. I haven't really started it because I was reading on them. So yeah, let me just show you my schedule. Are you able to see?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see.
so this is the schedule I was using. So this week, this half of the week, I'll be working on the login system, but I've been doing the interviews for the athletics interviews. That's what I've been working on. So I'll be finishing that. Then after that, now I'll be doing my login system, which I've been currently reading on. I'll be using my XAMPP, as I said, XAMPP and PHP mostly. Yeah, and I haven't really started on my practitioner. I just wanted to first focus on just knowing how to use the tools I have, and then I'll write down my practitioner this week.
Okay. All right. So this is your project schedule. Please share with us your practitioner statement.
No, I'm saying I haven't started that. That's what I was going to do this week after I start with my login system.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I have a few notes. So it was mostly gonna be the methodology was gonna be waterfall.
Yeah.
Because of the way I'm working right now. So that's the methodology I'm choosing on, and also the tools I've written down. So I'll be finishing it up this week, then I'll post it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, can you share with us, if you talked about wireframes, can you share with us?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sec, get it here. Okay, let me just open it on my canvas, 1 sec.
Okay.
Just give me a moment. Are you able to see?
Yes.
1 sec. Oh, sorry. That opened. Ah. Yeah, so these are the wireframes I had made there. So it normally entailed a home page,
Yes.
a login page for members only, and also a registration page, which was which would be linked to the login page over here.
Yeah.
Then also after that, the about page, now about Fun Olympics, just basic information about that.
Yeah.
The Yokio page about the city itself and the area where the events will be taking place. Now, this is the member exclusive page. And now the athletic interviews I was working on, this is where I'll be putting them. So athletic interviews here, and any social media content I'll be adding on in the members page. After that, this is the athletic page where now I'll have the athletic image here and with the interview. Then after that, the final page will be the venue page, which now will be a link to all the venues and images about the venues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the wireframe is very, very elaborate. So that if you can implement it, I think it will be a good system. So basically, you need to go ahead and start the implementation, because
So
it is very evident that you know what you're looking for. You have envisioned it through wireframe.
Yeah.
So you just need to go ahead and implement it.
I shall. So the thing I was just going to work on the login system first.
Yeah.
Then work on the other pages later. So once I have the login system, which is probably the hardest part for me,
yes,
it'll be easier for me to then work on the other pages.
That's great. Yeah. So thank you, Kwame. Yeah. If you have any query in terms of what is blocking you from moving fast?
For me, it's just learning mostly.
Okay.
Yeah, because I kind of really forgot most of how to use these systems, but it's getting easier. So I'll be starting soon. Actually, today, and then for most of the time for around until 4th. Let me just check my dates. Yeah, until 5th. Then I'll be done with the system and also the other page details.
Okay. So we can take your word so that we review it next in our next meeting. At least we'll have most of the work now evidently done. Huh? Okay. Okay, so thank you, Kwame, for that. Let's now go to Dashim. Yeah, Dashil, it's your turn. Yeah, the shield, you need to tell us something.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you.
Yes, sir, I have nothing to show because I haven't completed it.
Yeah, so do you have even, do you have a project plan?
Sir, I don't have a project plan. I've only done my specification requirements, and I've built some of the website. I have problems in my connection.php, where my MariaDB server is not connecting through. So I'm trying to solve that, but I'm quite busy doing my business intelligence project. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just busy doing that because I have a submission on Friday.
Yeah, you know, here we are just talking about one, that is product development, because yeah, we may have other things, but there's a time slotted for this, right?
Yes, sir. There's a time slotted for this. I'm just being quite busy on doing business intelligence because I'm working alone. So I have to do everything by myself in that, even through coding, where I've started a bit, got my libraries and stuff, and I'm going to start coding on Monday for that, where I'm working by alone, where other people in my class are working in groups. And I'm working also in this. I have a website. I've sent you an email of the screenshots of that website and a bit of explanation, which I'll still go further. And by tomorrow or Saturday, I make sure. Tomorrow is Thursday, so Thursday, Friday, I'll be busy. So, yeah, like by Thursday, I'll continue on the contact sheet or the project planning. Yeah, I'll work on it together.
Okay, okay, Dashil. But please note that there's no time, even if you can reduce sleeping time also, because now we are
So
trying to.
okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. This is not for this project. It's fine. Yeah, but I cannot reduce my sleeping time. I at least need 8 to 9 hours of sleep every day for a healthy body.
Okay, but you know, the time, if once the time for the module is over, yeah, it will not be there. It cannot be recycled. That's now what.
Yes, sir. I'm working on it,
Okay.
and as soon as possible, I'll give the contact. I'll just let you know on email or on WhatsApp. I will let you know.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, as well. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, Dashim, please just yeah, just improve and do some progress. Let's see some progress, so that at the end of it we have something to show.
Okay, yes, sir. I will. I'll work a bit harder. I'll pull up my socks, sir. Thank you.
All right, all right. Thank you for the commitment.
Yes, thanks.
All right. Next, let's go to Kavit.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, I've done the scheduled tasks.
Yes.
Let me just share screen slightly. 1 minute.
Okay. Right.
So this is what I've done. Actually, I didn't know where to do it so much in detail.
Yeah.
I've done a draft of this.
Yeah.
Of course, the dates will change here and there.
All right.
Yeah, so once I complete this, then I'll just keep on modifying it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then and then I've been working on my practitioner statement.
Sure.
Let me just it's a first draft which I'm going to send you later today. You can just give your comments.
All right.
Yeah. 1 minute. So I've just done some introduction here, the design technique, application tools and all that.
All right.
And then the methodology here, and then the tools I'm going to use probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I start implementing. So I've just done this, the agile methodology. So I've done a first draft of this. I'm just going to send you soon.
Okay.
And then you can just pass your comments on that.
All right. So one thing that we need to know, maybe even others, is that the practitioner statement should reflect, like that part of methodology. You need now to expound and tell us how you're basically developing your product from the start to the end.
Yes.
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 So you should actually marry the project schedule in terms of the activities, in terms of the outputs. I saw I think it was Paul who I think had explained it very nicely in terms of how he was doing, how he was progressing, and after that now he has this output, and explaining how that output is important to the development of the final product. Yeah, so we need to just try to marry together the project schedule and the practitioner statement so that they are speaking the same language.
Okay, I'll try and do that. I'll just send you.
Yeah.
Then you can send your comments or review, whatever.
Okay. Then in terms of implementation?
To be very honest, I tried, I started slightly.
Yeah.
But I've not been very, I told you in the start of the class, I've not been very good in this coding and all that, but I've started something. Hopefully over the weekend, I'm going to, learn more on the tools and all that and do something by next week for sure. You'll get something. I'll just send you a screenshot, whatever I've done.
Which kind of tools are you going to use?
XAMPP, I was looking at XAMPP and MySQL, the PHP, HTML, CSS and all that. So I'm just trying to learn on those things, how to, connect and all that.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm really not getting, it's a challenge, of course, a challenge for me because, I've not been an IT guy, but just give me some time. I'm still learning on them. Hopefully by next week, I'm going to get something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would encourage you to increase the speed.
I agreed.
Also the intensity.
Totally.
Yeah.
This weekend there's Easter, so hopefully I'm going to get some more time. So I'm just going to fast track on that. At least I have something. At least homepage by next week. At least something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just going to send you the method, the practitioner statement, all that. Once I add some things on that, so just send your feedback. Then I can be okay on that.
Okay. You can also. I'm just going to share some general comments, so you can incorporate those comments.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give a general direction, which will help you to fine tune it.
Yeah, that will be helpful.
Yeah, and after that, now you can share once you take into consideration the comments that we are going to share.
Yeah, and also if there's anything else we need to do, because I might sometimes some of us, or maybe me, I might not be aware of maybe something else I have to do. You can always just alert. So maybe something I'm missing out which I even don't know I have to do. So I can just work on that. Okay. Yeah. Maybe on email or something. I mean, whichever way is convenient to you.
If you have any issue, just email. Just send an email.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I'll be able to respond to it.
No problem. Thank you.
All right. Okay, that's covered. Let's go to Daniel.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, so my main focus has been on the development system, the implementation.
Sure.
And let's say I've been working on it. Let's say it's maybe like % done, I would say. I focus has been on it because I actually started by documenting today. I've been focused on the implementation because I think that's the most crucial part. So Django, the web framework for Python, in terms of my programming language. Hello?
Yes, Daniel, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I chose Django due to its security. I actually started learning Python late last year and I am quite easy for me. So yeah, that's also why I chose it. And the
That's good.
prototype,
That's good.
I
Yeah.
chose the SQLite database, but maybe I mean scaling it up to PostgreSQL in the production level. So I can share my screen.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Can you see?
Not yet, but it's loading. Let's give it a bit of time.
Yeah, my network is weak.
Okay, let's give it time.
See, just let me know.
Yeah, it's really taking a bit of time. Just don't know if please stop and share again because it's not loading anything.
How do I stop it?
Just stop sharing, then you share again.
Just a minute.
Okay. Daniel. You can check the comment by James, how to stop sharing. Yeah. So you can share again.
Can I try sharing it again?
Yes, we were still waiting for you.
Let me know if you can see.
Yeah, I think now we can see. You can see your screen.
Yeah. Okay. So I was saying that I was focusing on the implement of it because on the documentation part, I don't think it would more of my time than the implement. So this is the PowerShell. I just activated my environment. So let me just show my system. Here it is. Once you get in, you'll see there is a prompt. If you will wish to stream games on your device, if you choose on the yes option, there are fields that you will be required to that will be able to view or the particular game that you want. Okay, so the home page. Yeah, so you can not now. There's the fixtures, the particular games that are taking place. I didn't include many games, just a few common ones. That's
Okay.
the fixtures, and
Yes.
there's the broadcasts. Okay, on the development of my system, I was basically following according to how I wrote on my requirements specification document.
Yes.
What you are seeing is the broadcast tab where I've just clicked it. These are the live feeds. These are just videos that I downloaded from YouTube. Like let's say this Bolt, for example.
Okay.
It's just the links, the YouTube links, of which I copied from YouTube. And let me just open my coding.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the broadcast HTML. What you are seeing here, the YouTube.
Yes.
This is the URL of the video. Let's say like the Bolt, the URL. Now that's how I included them.
Okay.
There. Yeah. You can see down there. There are other news. You can view more. There's about that's all about the broadcast. Also, there's a Tokyo Olympics video. Also, these are just videos that I collected from YouTube to make my system look a bit professional based on what we are creating, what we are doing. That's all about the broadcasts. There's the about page. I'm speaking of what the Yokio Fan Olympics is all about. Everything. Basically, I was trying to be as brief as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a home page button. Yeah, it will lead to direct back to the home page, and there's an admin. Yeah, but where you are, since I created a super user, I created as my super user, me, Daniel, here whereby I'm able to monitor users. So far there is only two. There is me and there is Leon. Those are the two users that have accessed the system. So basically that's what I've been focusing on mostly. I've not quite had time to do documentations, but I will hopefully before next week, because I don't think that will take much time compared to developing this. So I think that is what I have so far.
Yeah, Daniel. Okay, that's good, but you need to do documentation alongside, because by the time you'll be through, you'll have forgotten how you came up with that product, and that is what is important to us. The process is very important. It's more important than the final product.
Yeah. I just uploaded my practitioner statement, a bit of it today, right now, this evening. I just started that document right now, and I've uploaded it already. Now I'm remaining with this schedule, the project planning. I will work on that.
Okay.
So could I stop sharing?
All right, sure. Thank you for that.
Yes.
All right, so Daniel using Django and SQLite as the DB. Okay, would want to see more of variety. I don't know, this time around we don't have somebody working on a mobile app, somebody working on a blockchain, Yeah, we need to look at that at least. James is working with Oracle DB, so I think that's also a variety in terms of the toolkit. Paul is working with the Laravel. That's a framework. So that's good. Yeah. So this session is there to just open everybody's mind in terms of the tools that are available there. Yeah. So that is the essence, basically. Those who had not even heard of XAMPP, you know now what XAMPP can do for you, and that's why we are here. Okay, so thank you, Daniel. Please just make it better and also do the documentation, and make sure you have all the documentation now. Now, where we are heading to is a bit risky if you are not documenting your work. Yeah, let me tell you this, even others, please make sure, like when we did the mid-module assessment, for those who have not submitted, right now the Canvas is reporting that you don't have marks for that session, because when you'll be uploading, it will be past the date for mid-module assessment. And that's why we should be very wary in terms of how we are interacting with Canvas, whatever we are uploading, and how we are doing, because it just boils down to what you're doing, generally what you're doing. So let's be also up to date with our with our documents and uploading them at the right time. And you also need to be writing by the side. You're writing your personal reflection. I know right now you should have a half a page. You have done some reflection, and you should start documenting that. Yeah, so thank you, Daniel. Please just work on those pending issues, and let's see how it goes, and it will go within the schedule.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right, now after Daniel, we have Sahil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, come on board, please.
able to see my screen?
Yes, yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so this is a schedule. So
Yeah.
from starting from 9th February till the end of March, no, April 27th, according to the 12-week guideline. So I have all the estimated start and end dates for all the tasks that
Yes.
I'm going to currently be involved in.
Yes.
And for the tasks that I've already passed, I have the actual start dates and end dates, and along with the deliverables,
Okay.
apart from the ones I've not yet finished.
All right.
So I've reached till here, and that's where how my schedule looks.
Okay, I think the schedule is complete. You need to have deliverables even for the things that you've not done. You should preempt the kind of
Yes, sir.
deliverables you'll have. Yes. But
Okay.
yeah, that's good. The schedule is complete. That's good.
Okay, and for now, the practitioner statement, I've stated whatever was there in my schedule, all the tasks one by one, how I'm going through them. I have methodology here. I still have to expand more on it. I'm using extreme programming agile methodology. I've stated on how the phases are going to go in sequence, starting from the requirements till the end one for mine, which is testing and to be deployed as the end product. Then I talked also about my schedule and my design, the ERDs, the Gantt chart, wireframes, data dictionary, and normalization. And implementation, since I'm still doing it right now, I've talked about using HTML, PHP, and CSS for the web pages and user interface, while MySQL will be used through XAMPP, which allows the writing of databases and a local host for web pages, along with PHP my admin for handling the administration of the database.
Yes. Yes.
That's where I've reached in the practitioner statement.
Okay.
And in terms of implementation, what I've done is my homepage, but I have other pages, but I've not linked them. So they're described over here. This is how my homepage looks. The buttons over here, they're there, but don't work because they've not been linked to the pages. Sir, that's all.
How many pages do you already have?
I have like 4 pages, but they are not linked properly.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yes, sir, that's also. Any questions?
Okay.